We are live here at Watkins, Glen for the 8th race of the season, the final road course race of the season. We have our drivers here ready to go racing today around this track that's almost as long as Talladega. I don't think they remember the exact mile length of it. But that won't matter today, as the drivers don't care about the length of the race. It's just about making it to the end, beating their competitors, and setting themselves up and for a run at the championship. If we go down the track there for our starting grid, here are the ones to watch for today's race. We have AJ Allmendinger, who is your pole sitter. However, it seems that that graphic isn't working. We have Kyle Larson, who almost won at the Roval. Maybe he'll have a chance today, and the guy who beat him at the Roval, Christopher Bell, will be starting a little deeper in the field, but he will have that momentum from road courses to build off of, and William Byron is currently the last driver in on points. Well, I don't think he'll be there at the end of the race, though, as he is starting 32nd in today's race. Here is your starting lineup for today's race. Row 1, AJ Allmendinger and Chase Briscoe. Row 2, Kyle Larson, Michael McDowell. Row 3, Cole Kester and Matt DiBenedetto. Row 4, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano. Row 5, Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Row 6, Kyle Busch and Austin Cindric. Row 7, Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick. Row 8, Chase Elliott and Chris Buescher. Row 9, Eric Jones and Ryan Preece. Row 10, Anthony Alfredo and Ross Chastain. Row 11, Eric Almirola and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Row 12, Denny Hamlin and Daniel Suarez. Row 13, Ryan Newman and Austin Dillon. Row 14, Kurt Busch and Alex Bowman. Row 15, Bubba Wallace and Ryan Blaney. Row 16, Corey LaJoie, William Byron. Row 17, BJ McLeod and Josh Bilicki. Row 18, Ty Dillon, Cody Ware. Row 19, Quinn Houff and Justin Haley. And rounding out our field in row 20, Garrett Smithley and James Davison. Here are some things you need to know before this race begins today. There are 10 laps in today's race. There's some drivers in this field to look out for, as they are really good at these road courses. And this is the race before the regular season finale. And with that being at a super speedway, lots of drivers will want to capitalize on this opportunity today. Green flag is out. AJ Allmendinger leads going through turn 1. So you see the leaders side by side. So now it looks like Chase Briscoe has the preferred lane. He's going to try to make the move inside of Allmendinger. Yes, Briscoe makes the pass. Briscoe is clear and leads lap 1. As we see Kyle Larson now trying to make the move for second around Allmendinger. Again, he has a line that'll get him the better advantage through corners here, so he'll probably be able to clear him coming to the line. As yes, he has cleared him, and now Michael McDowell makes a dive in on Allmendinger. McDowell takes third away from Allmendinger. It's just been a terrible start for that colleague car of Allmendinger in today's race. So now it looks like Keselowski's making a move around Custer for fifth. Yes, he has, in fact, made that move. And now McDowell's making a move around Larson for second. Lots of positions changing up in this top 5, but still Briscoe holding on. Has a small marginal lead over McDowell, but it looks like McDowell is closing on him now. And McDowell manages to get position on him. Chase Briscoe goes wide into that carousel there. As now they're side by side coming down to lap 5. McDowell has led that lap. As we have a car around on the front stretch. Doesn't look like a harmless spin. Oh my goodness! And crash! Big crash. Maybe not a lot of drivers involved in that one, but that was an unexpectedly large hit for Cindric there. So we have the drivers going on red flag conditions here. Here's the replay of that incident. What looked like just a harmless spin at first. Well, maybe not so harmless. It looks like Bell deliberately spun out DiBenedetto there. But it looks like Cindric tried to avoid De Benedetto, as Cindric was already going towards the wall in that corner. Lost some grip maybe, might have just lost his car, his handling. Not entirely certain on what happened there, but it certainly seems to be driver error. In any case, De Benedetto's unfortunate spin turned way worse, and it turned out to be a disaster class of a situation for Penske and their affiliate team. At least Logano will be able to continue in this race. And here's your channel shout out for this week, the Speed Cup Stop Motion channel. He's already started his playoffs, so you're gonna want to have to go see that. Link to that channel in the description of this video. Alright, once again the green flag is out here at Watkins Glen with 4 to go, lap 7 of 10. McDowell is going to try to clear Briscoe. He will do that so easily, as now Larson is already trying to make a move around second on Briscoe. You see Keselowski also trying to make a move around Allmendinger for 5th. Kyle Busch working his way up the field as well. So we have McDowell leading that lap, but now Larson looks to have cleared. Yes, he has cleared to chase Briscoe as they go through the chicane. So we see now side by side are Larson and McDowell. Larson takes the lead. Hasn't quite managed to clear him yet, but he will clear him going through turn 1. That seems to be a really good passing point in this race. And it looks like James Davison just hit the wall coming out of the carousel. Caution is out. Not entirely certain what happened there. He was very much in the back of the field, though, hadn't made up much positions in today's race, which is a bit surprising since he's kind of supposed to do well at these tracks. Maybe his tire went down, might have been a little bit of smoke from under the car. Either way, that car had no steering left in it, no control rather, went nose first into that wall. Fortunately there, it was protected from just being a concrete wall, so he is fine. We have now 3 cars out of this race. So it'll also be, to my knowledge, our first overtime of the season. So that's exciting. So we have the green flag out here. Once again, Larson looks to try to clear McDowell. He's already cleared him. Top 2 are clear of each other. Keselowski's looking like he's going to try to make a move, but that's on the outside of Briscoe. He probably won't be able to do so, as no, Briscoe has cleared Keselowski. So the top 5 are all single file, as we see McDowell trying to make a move on Larson. McDowell pushes Larson wide! McDowell just made a power move there on Larson, as now Briscoe is trying to make a move for second on Larson, but Larson manages to hold off Briscoe. Will he make one desperate attempt at the guy who just shoved him into the corner? He attempts it! He gets into the wall! McDowell wins! McDowell wins as Larson's final lap send doesn't work. So Michael McDowell outduels Kyle Larson to win at Watkins Glen, as he's making that burnout there. And that's going to be huge for McDowell's championship hopes, which is just a phrase I never expected to say in my lifetime. But we see here, yeah, he held the brakes in, or he rather let the throttle out. He didn't put on the brakes. He got into Larson there. Not enough to wreck him, just enough to put him wide into the corner. And that was all he needed, as Kyle Larson couldn't quite get into McDowell there. Not sure if he was going to try to spin him or just put him into the wall for that win. Here's the current points going into Austin. Keselowski, Truex, Elliott, and Jones are the 4 drivers who would currently be in the championship race, with others like Kyle Busch not currently being above that cut line. Here are your finishing results for today's race. We had McDowell finishing first, of course, followed by Briscoe and Larson, running out your top 3 in today's race. Here are the point standings. As mentioned, Keselowski, Truex, Elliott, and Jones are the 4 drivers that would currently be in on points, but Busch, Harvick, Larson, and a few others are still trying to make up some ground going into Austin, or they will be trying to make up some ground in Austin. Back here we have drivers about 21st on back. I'd argue don't really have any chance of making the championship race at this point, just going for points positioning and money payout at the end of the season. Back here, these drivers definitely have no chance, as they are part-time and we're in it. Well, mostly part-time, and we're ineligible from the start of the season. Anyways, we have Michael McDowell in victory lane now, celebrating with his team in that trophy. Congratulations to the sponsor of McDowell. Our next race will be at Austin Superspeedway, the final race of the regular season. Hope you all enjoyed today's race. Hope you'll come back for the next one, as it will probably be a very interesting race at Austin. Have a great day, everybody.